GTA 6 is just around the corner, but more importantly, a Rockstar or Take Two investors call happening today, the time you're seeing this video. Uh, and we're hoping to see more GTA 6 news. But in that time, why not speculate and see what the conversations are, the rumors, and everything involving this game? As you may know, for those who do know, I was originally a Red Dead and GTA channel. So we are returning back to our roots, but more specifically reacting to GTA content. And today's video is a Mr. Boss for the win. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings on him, but the reality is this dude is on top of it. Regardless if it's anything tangible, that's for us to decide as we go along, but the dude's on top of it. So I definitely want to give him his props. Link to the original video down in the description below. If you like the conversations we have here on my channel, consider subscribing. All that out of the way, let's get into today's news of this video.
I know it might seem hard to believe, but it's been 3 years from this iconic Grand Theft Auto 6 announcement. We'll be
It
going back to
is.
when Rockstar did that and why there's an amazing opportunity for them to do something this year, finally talking about the game after 14 long months. Let's
I
dive
know.
into it.
It
That's
feels like
right. It was
forever, though.
exactly 3 years ago today that Rockstar Games finally acknowledged Grand Theft Auto 6 for the very first time. And oddly enough, it came in an article that, for the most part, had really nothing to do about Grand Theft Auto 6. It was on February 4th, 2022. It was a GTA community update talking about the next
Gosh.
DLC, how they were going to provide updates on.
It's just seeing those years behind, like, ignore the GTA stuff. Just looking at the years, like 22, 21. It's crazy. Like, it's gone by so fast, but it also felt like forever when it comes to terms of GTA, like in terms of GTA time.
on GTA 5 for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. But at the very bottom of the article, they talked about what's next, saying, with the unprecedented longevity of GTA 5, we know many of you have been asking about us for a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project we embark on, our goal is to always significantly move beyond what we have previously delivered. We are pleased to confirm that active development for the next
Active
entry in the
development.
Grand Theft Auto series is well underway. We look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready, so please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official details. On behalf of our entire team, we thank you for your support and cannot
See,
wait to step into
so
the future
subtle too.
with you. That was 3 years ago today. Does that make you feel old? I can't believe.
I hadn't even seen this video, but I guess it's just like an old person. I'm not even old. I'm not even 30 yet. And it's just in internet years, because everything moves so much faster on the internet. I think I feel much older. I think we're feeling much older quicker. But it was funny because I am more of a Red Dead guy. I do like Max Payne. I have a copy of Max Payne back there. I have the other two somewhere in there. I have them in storage. I gotta get them out. But oh, and I have a copy of Bully as well. I have a lot. I have all the Rockstar games pretty much. But I remember there was a small group of, like, a small community, a baby community. I wouldn't say it's a huge community, like a small community that were wanting the return of GTA Chinatown. But the issue was, because the game Sleeping Dogs came out, we could never get another GTA Chinatown because of how good Sleeping Dogs was. So it would just be like a knockoff. Um, Not saying that they're like the same game, but you know what I mean? Like, it's you would have to be way better than that game. And so it was like people were holding out hope that we would get another Chinatown series, which I think we can, but it'd probably show up in it as like a DLC somewhere else.
That 3 years ago, and the only thing we have is the first official trailer. Of course, a little bit of a brief description of what the game is going to be like. And so now many fans are wondering what next and if Rockstar Games will be talking about GTA 6 soon. And honestly, I believe this week is the perfect opportunity for them to do so. First and foremost, this week, in just about 48 hours, their parent company, Take-Two Interactive, is set to have an earnings call on
Yeah.
February 6th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Rockstar in the past have traditionally made announcements, at least big announcements, regarding their games on these
Mm,
earnings calls, or at least right around them, because
that I was about to say that's not entirely true. That is not. They didn't. Okay, so They didn't say like, "Oh, GTA 6 is coming." Like, "GTA 6 is releasing this date." No, like, usually when they talk about things, it's like you already know. Like, for example, GTA 6, we knew they were making it. It's understandable that they were making the game. In the same way that we knew that they were gonna make another Red Dead. It was inevitable. Now it's just a matter of, like, which one came next. So, it's them announcing things wasn't really like they were announcing for the most part, it was never something that wasn't already known. It was a matter of, like, just what's next, not necessarily what's new, if that makes sense. Um, I don't know if he talks about this, but I just wanted to put that in there. God, it feels weird. Just like I'm having this like weird epiphany, not epiphany, but like this weird reflection after you looking at the years and just talking about this. Because I stopped following the game for probably a better part of like I don't know, like maybe 5 years. Because after Red Dead, I finished Red Dead, did some updates on that, and then when I saw Red Dead Online was kind of falling off, I just gave up on it. And so I stopped following all the Rockstar games after that. But now that I'm coming back into it, it's all like coming back to me. And it's happening like in real time, like right now. And it's crazy to see the company what it is now. Like I know I'm doing this whole rant right now, but the reality is it's just like it's hitting me all right now. And if this was live, like a live stream, you guys would be cool with it. I understand it's a recorded video. I'm gonna leave it in. But it's just crazy because it's like there's people who are now playing this game that weren't alive to see what the changes were like. But it's cool and exciting because it's like they're gonna get to see what we saw, but hopefully better. Um, but yeah, it's insane. It's insane how much I know about this company. I guess it's just weird. It's weird.
Because
Anyway,
it then gives Take Two Interactive the opportunity to talk about it. Whereas if they stay silent, Take Two can't really discuss what's going on behind closed doors. We also know that traditionally, at the end of January, early February, which is where we are right now, in the years in which Rockstar has planned to put out a game, they typically will make an announcement on the release date. It's what they did with GTA 5, it's what they did with Red Dead Redemption 2, Grand Theft Auto 4, Max Payne 3, essentially all of their games. And although I think it would be a little bit strange if the next time Rockstar Games talked about Grand Theft Auto 6 was in some sort of conglomerate article about a bunch of other things, just because, again, it's been 14
yeah.
months since.
I have a theory. It's a game theory. I think because the game is a love story, they're gonna announce it on Valentine's Day. Because they did the song "Love Is a Long Road," and what better way? I think that trailer was originally meant for Valentine's Day. So it's like that song plus the storyline on Valentine's Day. That would have been the original announcement. I think that's when we're gonna see it. So something to think about.
They've talked about it. You would think they wouldn't want to share the spotlight with anything else, but remember that Rockstar Games has confirmed that early in 2025 that GTA 5 on PC would be getting the exact same updates that GTA 5 has on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. They announced that late last year, and so many people are wondering that it might be some sort of dual announcement. And more speculation and more fuel has been added to this fire because of something that Rockstar Games did just a couple of days ago. They actually sent out
Mm,
surveys to random people in Grand Theft Auto Online that kind of hint at it coming to PC rather soon. Now, this is the
I wouldn't say rather soon. It's just sooner than expected. I think not trying to correct this, like correct him. Obviously, he's just reporting and kind of speculating. He's more of a news channel than like an opinion channel now. But um, I don't want to get everybody's expectations super high. Uh, just because unless they really knocked it out the park this time, I don't know. I don't. I'm not. Don't have your expectations super high about it being on PC right away because they already said it's going to first release to consoles.
the same sort of survey that Rockstar actually sent out in August last year, but the timing of it is interesting. It's not like they do these surveys continuously. they're sort of done randomly at certain points in time. And what makes it interesting is if you selected PC as your console, Rockstar was asking you a lot of questions about features that are currently not on PC, like GTA Plus, for example. But you would think with that update, GTA Plus would arrive on PC. So many have believed that this means they're planning on announcing that relatively soon, which again, I think Rockstar needs to be very, very careful here. Again, because it has been 14 months since they talked about anything regarding Grand Theft Auto 6. I feel like if they make some sort of major announcement and it has no GTA 6 details in it at all, I think it's going to be very poorly received. So I think they have to be extremely careful in whatever they do. But there
he's 100% right. And I'm gonna agree with him, but also I'm gonna take it a step further. Chat, hey, I'm gonna take it a step further. If whatever outside of it on the trailer too, which I'm assuming is just gonna be a story trailer because we're not in the media blitz yet, right? So we don't need like they're not gonna give us hardcore information. We're not gonna get the in GTA 6 players will be. We're not gonna get any of those trailers. Well, we're gonna get a story trailers. But that being said, after the Story 2 trailer, whatever the first information that they give us, they have to be very careful. Reason being is because if anything seems too, not saying that Rockstar can't get away with it, they can get away with it. But the landscape of gaming has changed so much and players have so much power now. Not saying the game won't be successful, it will. But I don't think Rockstar will have a game that could survive as long as it did as GTA 5 again. They would be foolish to expect it to live as long as GTA 5. So I think they have to be careful on what they announce next in regards to features, things that are going to be in the game, if that makes sense. Because if they think they're going to get a GTA Online 2 and it lasts 10 years, they should be crazy. They should not they're drinking the Kool-Aid. You got to earn your players' respect up front. Like you can't just expect to repeat that again. It's just crazy.
there are new surveys being passed out to people in the community. So it seems like Rockstar might be preparing for something sooner rather than later, which again is interesting. In that article, Rockstar Games could also talk about how they're trying to keep their games and their community a lot safer because they actually just revealed how much they paid hackers last year. They utilize a website called HackerOne, which essentially allows anyone to report hacks they're able to achieve on Rockstar's websites, and they actually get a monetary bonus if they're able to provide a fix for it. And they revealed that in 2024 alone, they paid out $16,875 to hackers that were able to help them. It's pretty cool. And considering
That's not a lot because most of these hackers are making way more anyway. Wait, they if you found a hack and you could replicate it and you could fix it, you could make more money cheating in a game than you could. Um, but the only thing is, if you get caught by Rockstar's lawyers, now I'm not even saying Rockstar, like the scariest people in the world. I'm talking the globe, right? The IRS, Rockstar's lawyers, right underneath. You don't fuck with the IRS. You don't fuck with Rockstar's lawyers.
that Grand Theft Auto 6 leaked because of a hacker, Rockstar Games working with them try and make their sites and services even safer. That's something that they could talk about. They could also talk about
But wasn't the hacker like someone's like an employee's kid? Isn't that what it was? Like the kid got hacked or something?
how Red Dead Redemption 2 continues to break records if they wanted
Oh,
to make this an all-encompassing article of Rockstar Games titles. So because Rockstar Games has a sale right now where you can essentially get Red Dead Redemption 2 for its like cheapest price ever, like 50
amazing game. The fact that it lost Game of the Year to God of War, a remake, is to me is insane. But it's funny because like I think a lot of people. It's funny because a lot of people are like, "It's a good game. It's a good game." But then when you look at the Steam achievements, most people never finish the game. And it's like cool. But if you guys actually played it, you guys would have voted for this game. Especially I guess the Game Awards are journalists and they're cucks anyway. But it's just I'm glad people are finally giving in or seeing the hype and the excitement around the Red Dead franchise finally. I wish that that excitement was there originally. Maybe Red Dead Online would have survived a little bit longer, but better late than never because that means at least when Red Dead 3 comes out, we'll definitely get something worth checking. Like the people are going to be excited for it because regardless of who it is, which I can make a whole video on what I would want Red Dead 3 to be. Um, but I'm just gonna say this: if we can get a Sadie Adler game for Red Dead 3, like that would be dope to be like see what she was doing before, what happened to her, what happened when she was running with the boys, what happened afterwards. Cause she has a whole storyline, a whole deep storyline that's referred to, mentioned, Easter eggs everywhere. It's built into the lore. And I think that's if they can if that could be I think that would be the best game for the next one. Or Jarmusch's son, but we all know what happens with that. But yeah, I think a Sadie Adler game, oh my god, that would be perfect. That would be perfect, honestly.
$15, it actually hit the highest amount of players it's ever had on PC. And this includes even when the game launched years ago. And this happened on February 2nd, so a couple of days ago, nearly hitting 100,000 people playing at once. 99,993 was the high that it
Yep.
reached, which
Good.
is not really a surprise when you make it extremely cheap, but also it's the most recent and modern Rockstar Games title, which means it's honestly kind of the closest thing you'll get to experiencing GTA 6 from a aesthetic standpoint, from a gameplay point, from a technology standpoint. So it's not surprising that people that haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2 or are just looking to jump back on it to again experience kind of what that GTA 6 feel will be like, it's no surprise that it's reaching its
Uh
highest amount of players ever.
and then also people are like, well, like people are trying to use that too to see what the modding is gonna be like for GTA 6. They're trying to look through the code. There's people going that now finally looking into like some of the people that were doing stuff for GTA are now looking at stuff for Rockstar or for Red Dead. Because they're trying to see what the code and everything looks like closer to, to get ready for GTA 6. But I think it's going to be dramatically different.
Playing at one time. And I would say overall, right now, Rockstar Games just needs to put out some good news. And honestly, this wouldn't be the first time which they've kind of felt internal pressure to put something out regarding Grand Theft Auto 6. I think it's honestly why we got the trailer so early and then followed by 14 months of silence. But again, it really hasn't been an amazing last couple of months from them. Obviously, no GTA 6. Their parent company, Take-Two Interactive, removing a handful of fan-created mods like the Vice City Next Gen Edition, the Liberty City Preservation Project. They've essentially wiped those from the internet, which obviously fans are not very thrilled about.
I get the Liberty City one. Because you don't want to compare, you don't want to get compared and like, you don't want competition, basically, right? I get the Liberty City one. But I think the other one's like, you are going to leave this game behind. Like, you yourself know this. Like, just and it's not like the remastered team that you hired was any better. I mean, they did a pretty decent job, I guess, overall. But man, that the remasters were awful when they released. They was buggy. They didn't work. Um, there were so many bugs that were just like, for what, dude? Like, but again, this goes back to like third party outsourcing stuff. I don't want to get into it, but um, yeah, I don't like them. They're tightening the belt right now because they're gonna do that media blitz. And I think if this was 2014, 2015, and or 2013, right? If this was 2013, let's even go back to 2013. Let's say we're going to 2013. If this was 2013 and they were tightening the belt on everybody, it would actually make a lot of sense, right? Because there was a lot more competition. Everyone was making open world games. Everyone was making good open world. So the thing is, it's like it's this is one of the things I never understood about Rockstar. They sometimes do things that made sense 10 years, 20, 15 years ago, but it just doesn't make sense now. The landscape is they're the dominant force. Everyone's afraid of them. They're literally people are not announcing games because they're waiting to see when GTA 6 comes out because they're not going to compete. They're not going to try to compete with GTA 6. And if anybody is, good luck to them. Right? Like the next Battlefield was rumored even to be announced this year to come out around the same time. And they're like, "No, we're going to push it till next year." So it's like nobody wants to be they're the force. They don't need to be tightening their belt this hard. And I think because of that, they're leaving a bad taste in people's mouth. It's making them seem unconfident what they're bringing to the table, which is like I know they're making a good game. Why are they shouldn't be so skittish, you know?
And just a handful of other things like the GTA Online events not being all that great.
They're
The
dog
GTA
shit.
Online
Be
DLC
honest.
not really having the same sticking power as previous updates. Red Dead Online is seemingly on like a lazy river right now where they're just doing like the monthly events. So honestly, Rockstar could use some good news. They could use a injection of life in the community, and I feel like this would be a good opportunity for them to finally talk about Grand Theft Auto 6. All the things start to be aligning. The time of the year, the Take-Two Interactive earnings call, the fact that it's been
Harley Quinn.
14 freaking months and we
Yeah.
haven't heard from them. Hopefully we will soon. But let me know what you think in those comments down below. Do you think that this week is finally the week as we are on the anniversary announcement of Grand Theft Auto 6, first being revealed by Rockstar for the first time in 2022? Let me know what you think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be getting.
Yeah, YouTube has been funky lately. I think over the last 2 or 3 years, YouTube has made so many good changes, but some of the older functions like the likes and the bells have just not been working. But I I think they just need to give us I think we're gonna get another story trailer. Okay, because the first one was kind of released because of the leak. We're gonna have another story trailer, and then I just saying, I story trailer. Then when we get to the summer, they're gonna do their media blitz, and that's when all the information comes out. If they were smart and they were really about the community and they wanted to show us some love, I think we get the story trailer. And I know this is asking way too much. Maybe actually, you know what? Maybe it's not asking way too much. You tell me. I think get a story trailer, one, and maybe like a GTA Online teaser, not like a full fledged trailer. So we would get 2 trailers. We get the story, and then like a teaser, just to show that it's either like just so that people have a vision of what the next GTA Online will be, right? Like, is it going to be the same? Are they just going to do a 2.0 update to GTA Online, which I hope they don't do, but just so that people get more excited for even the future. You see what I'm saying? Like I just think like that would be cool. I think that would be really cool. I don't want a whole information dump right away. I think they need to drag it out, but because they already done it anyway for like what you know what I mean. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below about everything we said. Do we see a GTA trailer on the 14th? If we don't, then everyone can bully me until the release of GTA 6. I'm gonna tweet it out, so you guys follow me on Twitter, linked in the description. I love you guys. Check you on the next one. Bye bye. This video is brought to you actually by viewers like you. Thank you so much for subscribing and being part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours. Let's create new memories this 2025 on our road to 1 million subscribers. And with all that jazz out of the way, I just want to say thank you so much. I love y'all and enjoy the video.